For Honor was first showed off at E3 2015, and at the time it appeared to be a multiplayer-only spectacle of knights versus samurai versus vikings. Now there seems to be a whole lot more to it. We checked out a demo of the game at the Indian Games Expo 2016 and came back rather surprised. In our time with the demo, we played a mission featuring knights under siege from another faction of, well, knights. There were a few cutscenes, all of which were not skippable. Though some tended to drone on, they did a good enough job of explaining the immediate events. From a visual standpoint, For Honor is quite striking, particularly in motion. It doesn't have the chunky, shiny feel of Rise Son of Rome, an action game set in pre-medieval times. Instead, it prefers a more worn aesthetic with realistically proportioned character designs. This serves For Honor well, along with the smart use of color options that allows you to single out an opponent with minimal fuss. Though its cover art might resemble the love child of Skyrim, Crusader Kings and Total War Shogun, it's much more competent graphically. The gameplay itself appears simple. You can target enemies, cut them down with heavy and light attacks, and block them as well. The usual action fare really, but the big differentiator comes in how you block. Rather than restricting you to a simple tap of a button, the direction is equally important. Get that wrong and you'll find yourself dying frequently. Timing also plays a crucial role in getting in as many hits as possible, reducing an opponent's health to 0. Some enemy types don't even have health bars, going down in a single blow. Others, particularly bosses, earned our grudging respect, schooling us in the art of blocking and patience. That's something you don't usually get good at when you're facing a seemingly infinite number of disposable knights to defeat. So much so that picking up health items, or feats as the game calls them, seemed like an afterthought. We were informed that feats aren't just for healing. You will be able to call in artillery strikes and rally your allies too. The game lets you choose the gender of your character as well. While the immediate impact of this could not be ascertained, it will be interesting to see how it pans out when the full game hits the shelves early next year. Our time with For Honor was well spent. While the demo only showcased a sliver of gameplay possibilities, we wouldn't put it past Ubisoft to add more combat options to the mix. Controls felt responsive, and coupled with the relatively smooth animations, we're hopeful that there's more to expect in the months leading up to its release. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. You can also follow us on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram at Gadgets360.